the banks of the River Tyne. Take me home to the place that I call mine. It's a place I love best, 'cause it's better than the rest. Take me home to the banks of the River Tyne. There's lights that burn so brightly, in the northeast sky they shine. From the place that Geordies worship, where legends wear number 9. You can travel right round the world, even meet the Pope in Rome. But nothing beats the feeling of when you come back here to home. No matter how life changes, we'll never be far apart. The northeast always home, and it's always in your heart. Take me home to the banks of the River Tyne. Take me home to the place that I call mine.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to It's All Black and White TV, and we're having a little bit of a transfer show. And I'm joined by Pete. How are you, Pete?
Very well, thanks, Tony. And you?
Yeah, not bad, mate. Not bad at all. I know it's a late one, but when you're trying to compete, whatever time to go on, then sometimes it's better just to have a later one than it is to have an early one. But yeah. Right, let's before we delve into comments and what have you. If you like what you see, then please smash the likes. It really does help that channel up the search results. So smash those likes during the show, or when you're coming off the show, just smash that like. Also, if you're brand new to the channel, make sure you get down there and hit that subscribe button. Free to do so, helps the channel grow, and that bell notification tells you when I'm live, have a pre-record, or any upcoming shows. So I'm currently at 426 subscribers, so thank you very much indeed, everybody. Just delve into some comments before we get into the show. Sefton straight in, he says, "You're turning Alan Robson, Night Owls evening all." Well, I ain't got the ginger hair, Sefton, so no, I'm not turning Alan Robson, but no, I know what you mean, yeah. It's a nice late one, isn't it? And just saying lol again to Sefton. Geordie View, evening everyone. Evening to you, Geordie. I hope you're well, mate. Ches says evening all. Evening to you, Ches. Geordie says evening all. Evening, Geordie. I hope you're very well indeed, mate. And Sefton says hi, chat. And Tony and Pete. Hi, Sefton. I mean, and then Sefton's talking to Ches. I mean, yeah, we're looking at just different. What we're doing is in this transfer show is get your thoughts in. Where do you think we should strengthen? Where would be ideal to strengthen? Who would you like to see come into the club? You know, what sort of player would you want in the club? Any names that you think, oh, this player would do well for us, or that player? Do you know what? Let's have a bit of football fantasy tonight. Why not? Because it's nice now that we can do this now with our club. You know, before our new owners came in, we were thinking, oh, is Hamza Chowdhury coming through at the end of the window, or is Baz Dost coming in? Now we can look even broader than that. So, you know, let's have a bit of fun tonight and, you know, come in with some names who you think realistically we could get in the summer. Obviously, it depends where we finish. But even so, even if we finish Europa League, we're still in European competition, so you'll still get a good calibre player coming through the door. Stephen Missy says, hi, lads. Hi, Stephen Missy. Hope you're well. And Rolly says, hi, Tony and Pete. Hi, Rolly. And the Geordie View says, a left-back midfielder and striker at least. Yeah, I mean, that's not a bad shout, is it, Pete?
It's definitely not. I mean, striker is a must for next season, considering Chris Wood's going out permanently. Wilson is just off completely at the moment, and we need someone to with a bit of competition for Isak, definitely as well. Left back, yes, I would say Dummett's going to go at the end of the season. I can't see his contract being renewed, and I think Lewis will go as well. So, and I don't want us to keep playing Dan Burn there every time now. I think a left back is needed as well, and then you've got Target is the other natural left back we'll have as well. So, and midfield, definitely a creative CDM would be great. Then we could have Bruno a bit further forward, and someone could do that job, and someone to bring in to protect the back four as well.
Yeah, I've got to agree on that one there, Pete. I mean, that's a good shout. I mean, in terms of left back, this guy would fit a great bill at our left back. The Croatian Bruno Sosa, who plays for in Germany, Stuttgart. Not a bad left back. He's attacking as well. So would fit the bill for us. Have you heard much about him, Pete?
I've not actually, to be honest.
It was a name that was currently linked to us over the summer, but nothing concrete come from it, you see, last summer. But his name did crop up. I mean, like I say, he went to the World Cup for Croatia. He's 25-year-old, 6'2", so he's quite a tall lad for a left back. I mean, he's left-footed. He's got no outstanding weaknesses and no outstanding strengths. He's played 13 out of 16 games he started 13 out of 16 games for Stuttgart. He scored 2 goals and he's got 6 assists. Now, his crosses per game is 34% accurate per game. So that percentage for crossing wise is not bad at all from a left back or a left wing back. You know, I mean, I don't watch a lot of Bundesliga, but I have seen some highlights, and this kid can play football. That's for sure. You'd probably get him for about, I would say, probably maybe 25 million. You know, I mean, what's your thoughts on stats there, Pete? I mean, 34% crosses, and he's got 6 assists.
Sounds pretty not bad, does it? 6 assists. Sounds good, doesn't it, for a left back as well? And if he can defend and attack, which is good as well, which is what you need in terms of what a left back does. Sounds like, sounds like a name. I wouldn't mind seeing through the door.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you know, that's just one of a lane of people will look at. But I mean, I wouldn't say no to bringing him in the summer. That's for sure. I'm just going to delve into some comments and see who's commenting. Jody says, I'd love to see us sign both Milinkovic, Savic and Madison in the summer. That would strengthen our midfield. Not a bad shout. And he also said, Kieran Tierney or Alex Grimaldo would be my choice for left back. Yeah, I'm not sure about Tierney though, Jody, because he's got an injury record, hasn't he? And that's kind of puts you off, doesn't it?
It does a bit, but we've had injury-prone players as well. But would I give Tierney a chance? Absolutely, I would. To be honest, I think he's too good on the bench for Arsenal. That's the concern. And I think Arsenal have quoted about, from what I've heard, about 25 million for him.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I don't think that's 25's bad, but the injuries do worry here. That's the thing, though.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's the worry. But Alex Grimaldo, yeah, again, not a bad option either, Jody. So yeah, great names to be linked. Rolly says, I'd like Madison, Diaby, Kone, a striker, right-footed centre-half, and maybe a left-back. Nice little shopping list there, Rolly. And Jody says, yeah, I'd rather have Alex Grimaldo.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Sosa's not a bad player, you know. And German football's not too bad. So, yeah. Sefton says, Newcastle want Mohamed Salisu again and could finally secure his signature after missing out just over a year ago. Is that Salisu who plays for Southampton?
I think it is, yeah.
Yeah. He's not a bad centre-half, but is he what we really want?
In a very poor Southampton team as well.
Yeah. Stephen Missy says, I'd get Giroud on a free in the summer, even if it's just for headed free kicks. I mean, I know he's 36, but he's still putting the goals away, Pete, isn't he?
Yep. Just to let you know, it's 2-1 to Brentford.
Oh, 2-1 now, is it?
Tony's just scored a penalty.
Oh, God. Is that before he gets his ban? I mean, yeah. But yeah, that's a good show for left back. I mean, I'll just go into Grimaldo's stats this season. 7 out of 7 games he started, he scored 2 goals and 2 assists. But again, he hasn't played a lot, has he?
Mm.
Oh, sorry, they've got that on Champions League. Sorry, I'm going to have to go back to. I'll go to Portugal. Sorry, that was my. There you are. 22. He's played all season. Started every game. He's been in Team of the Week for 7 times, 2 goals and 7 assists. 25% is his accurate crossing per game, so not bad. So yeah, it'd be a toss up between Grimaldo and Sosa for me, but. I kind of like Sosa. He's a bit younger as well, so it's an interesting one. How much will Grimaldo be available for? Who knows? That's the thing. I mean, SofaScore got him down at the moment at 19 million euros. I think it'll be a lot more than 19 million euros. Benfica will want for him. I would imagine so. But I mean, yeah, we're looking at like different CDMs, things like that. We definitely need a CDM to help make Bruno go a bit further forward. So there's a few we could go for, Pete. I mean, there's a few quality ones out there.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to start with this lad first, and we were linked with him last summer, and his name is Alan Varela, and he plays in Argentina. He's only a young lad. I mean, do you know much about him, Pete?
No, not an awful lot, really, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to pull up his stats. Plays for Boca Juniors.
Mm-hmm.
He's 21.
Yep.
Now, this guy is being touted as the next Enzo Fernandez. Another one. But this guy is a baller. I mean, this season, Argentina season must have just started again. He's played 5 games, started 4 of them. Hasn't got any assists, but because he plays as a midfield centre. He's got no outstanding weaknesses, but his strengths are his long balls. Now, ball playing wise, accurate per game is 90% per game, his accuracy of passing. 91% in his own half, 85% in the opposition half. His long balls are 67% successful, and his chip passes are 65% accurate. He's got 2 yellow cards, but again, it's one of these players. He's 21. Yeah, they rate him about 11 million euros on SofaScore. You're probably paying about maybe £15 million for him. Again, 21. He's somebody who can be developed, bring in, and one for the future as well, Pete. But not just for the future, for now. And
Mm-hmm.
He could develop. I mean, his passing is immense, isn't it, for such a young lad?
90% is just wow. Sounds a bit like a Shelby player in a way, because if his passing's about that bit, it would know Shelby to be really good at that as well. So that would be a great player. CDM as well, which is what we kind of need as well. So
Yeah.
I think he would be. I would definitely say yes.
Yeah, the Tottenham is the next like Enzo Fernandez type player, so who knows? But there's other options in CDM as well that we'd like to look at. There's one of them there, Manu Kone. I mean, his name keeps popping up. Again, another terrific defensive midfielder, young Frenchman, 21, almost 22. I mean, again, he'd fit the bill. But
Yeah,
also
absolutely.
PSG want him. But that's the only problem. There's him to look at, but there's also this guy, Edson Alvarez of Ajax, another great player. Again, another CDM. You may pay about 40 million quid for him, but again, worth it.
Yep,
I'll take that lad all day.
absolutely, I would.
Even if you had him and you had Varela could be your bench player, but it's you're getting strength and depth then, aren't you? So
That's it.
that's the way I look at it. You've got to build that strength up.
You do.
And if you get him for 40 million, Varela for 15 million, there's 55 million pound on 2 CDMs.
Yep.
And Varela could be worth a lot of money in years to come.
Absolutely.
And it'd be a damn sight cheaper than what Chelsea paid for Fernandes, that's for sure.
What?
Jody says there's a lot of excellent players who will come free agents in the summer. Maybe that's a route the club will go down, considering FFP. Yeah, not a bad shout, Jody. Wonder if Tony had a bet on scoring a penalty tonight. I don't think he would have. I think he's lying low from that now, isn't he? Or he needs to be. Giovanni Simeone is a striker I wouldn't mind. I don't know a lot about him, but
Neither do I as well.
yeah. But we'll have a look. We'll have a look at his stats. I like Coffee. Hi, Tony PD and all. Hi, Coffee. Hope you're well. He says here in news that Laporte wants to leave. What, Man City? Would you take Laporte?
He's not a bad centre back, is he? We could do with a one for backups. We definitely could do one to give competition with Shea, Botman, and Burn, obviously, because we need to sell ourselves come the end of the season.
Yeah, definitely. Paul says, I'd love us to go for Alexis McAllister in the summer. Do you know what, Paul? Absolutely,
he's
mate.
been brilliant for
It's
Brighton.
going to be a lot of money.
Oh, he will be.
But you might not want to leave Brighton. That's the thing. You might want to stay there for a little bit longer. But yeah, he's a cracking player. But I think he'd cost an awful lot of money. That's the problem. Not saying money's an any object for us, but FFP-wise it is. Lee says, all right, Tony and John.
Really?
And then he says, all right, how are you keeping Tony and Pete? Yeah, we're fine. I think you got mixed up there.
He did.
Yeah, we're absolutely fine, mate. 5 summer signings, says Lee. Yeah, without a doubt, that's a minimum. Mason, evening, Pete and Tony. Evening, Mason. Hope you're well, mate. Gary says, sorry I'm late, lads, but I was watching the Toon Review channel. That's no worries, Gary. You're here now, mate. Hope you've enjoyed their show. Hi, Tony and Peter. Hope you're well, says Ian. Hi, Ian. Hope you're great, mate. Sefton says, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe for notifications and upcoming shows. You'll also find Pete on PD Proudlock on YouTube, top podcasters. Cheers, Sefton. Thank you, mate. Did he ever send you a picture of his chips and mustard or whatever it was?
I'm still waiting for it.
There you go, Sefton. Come on, where's this picture for Pete? Because he'll put on his food pics.
I've seen Andy's sausage sandwich. I need to say, I'm just waiting for Sefton.
Tanji says, our top 4 chances are still very much alive. If we beat Wolves and Forest and Man U, we go above them. If Man U fail to beat Southampton in their only league game before we play them. Do you know what it is? Has Man U's bubble burst after that 7-0 drubbing yesterday? But, some drubbing, wasn't it, Pete?
And Fernandes, I'm sorry, he is an absolute twat.
And he's got away with it tonight. They're not taking any action against him, pushing the linesman.
Did you see a simulation as well?
Yeah.
He's a cheater.
But how on earth did he get away with that push, though, on the linesman? That's just blatant.
Yeah, you can't do that. He should be banned for that. Did Pordew get banned for that? Yes.
Yeah. Well, Pordew got banned for headbutting David Meyler.
Well, but he also got a touchline ban for pushing the ref when we beat Spurs 2-1 in the beginning of
Yeah.
the 2012-2013 season as well.
Di Canio got done for it as well.
There you are.
But it's Man United and Bruno
Man
Fernandes,
United,
isn't
obviously, twats.
it? Like, they certainly are, Pete, that's for sure. That's for sure, aren't they? You know? I mean, we had talk of this guy back in January, Matthias França. Now, he has signed a new contract with Flamengo till 2027. Now, supposedly, according to media reports, and if Foxy's in the chat, he might well confirm this if he knows, because he's quite good with his South American stuff as Foxy. Supposedly, he's now got a £176 million buyout clause in his contract. That is absolutely ridiculous, isn't it, Pete?
Oh, yes.
I mean, he's not proven really, is he, at the moment? But I mean,
No.
yes, he's a good player. But would you pay £176 million for an 18-year-old? I don't think so.
No, definitely not. 176 million. Wow.
Yeah, where have they come up with that idea from? Who knows? But it's just, I can't. To me, I can't see why anybody would pick, buy a player for that sort of price at that age, But whether that's just something they've just stuck in there just to maybe just throw people off the scent, who knows? But yeah, we just wait and see. I mean, players that go from clubs from Flamengo. I mean, obviously Real Madrid bought a gem from there back in 2018 when they signed Vinny Jr. for 45 million. What a player he is! How much I'd love him at Newcastle, but you never get anywhere near Newcastle because there'll be a huge price tag on him. But going back to CDMs, Pete, there's another player who I think we could potentially sign, and in the summer has 12 months remaining on his contract, and it's this man, Ruben Neves of Wolves. Would you have him, Pete? Because I would.
Yes, he's a great player as well. Really good. Could certainly take a shot from outside the box as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we'll see him on Sunday.
Yes, we will.
But yeah, I mean, guys in the chat, Ruben Neves in the summer, would you have him? I mean, how much would Wolves want for him? He's only going to have 12 months left. I wouldn't think any more than 40 million.
Probably.
So there's one to watch in the summer. Let's just dip into some more comments and then we'll go on to some more players. Paul says Ramos from Benfica. Yeah, not a bad shout.
Oh, he's a cracking player as well.
He is, isn't he? But whether it depends how much he's available for. That's the thing, isn't it? The Geordie View says, do we go for a centre back that goes in alongside Cher or Botman, or someone that will be more of a squad player? To be honest with you, I think we need to bring a younger centre back in, Pete.
Yeah, I would say so, because Cher's knocking on now. He's 31.
Yeah, but I would say definitely bring a younger centre back in to maybe then learn and then take over from Cher and be Botman's permanent partner for the next however long. There'll be some good centre halves out there. It's just finding them, isn't it? But yeah, let's wait and see on that one. But that's not a bad shout, Geordie View. I like coffee, Tony and John on John's channel today. Someone said John and Tony instead of John and Rolly. Must be catching on, coffee. Must be catching on, mate. Sefton says, "Oh, I forgot, man. I'll do ASAP." There you are, Peter. He's going to do your picture.
Oh God, I'm looking away for this.
And he'll hold you to it, mine, Sefton. So don't disappoint Peter. Paul says he fell low as someone shot him. Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, did you see when Firmino got the 7th goal yesterday? A fan came on the pitch and took out Robertson and Elliott.
Oh, Eh, I think I did
And
see
then
that.
when
Yes.
then when they let the fan off, Klopp was having a good old shout at him.
Yes.
And I thought, why are you shouting at him, Klopp? You're 7-0 up, don't be bloody stupid.
Well, you don't want fans invading the pitch, do you?
No.
That's the thing. So
Excitement got too much for somebody, didn't it? Ian says, I agree, he should have been banned on Bruno Fernandes. Definitely. Tanji says, Klopp got banned for being too aggressive to a linesman.
yep.
Yeah, he did. Paul says, Piff need to buy a Brazilian team for us to have a feeder club. Do you know what, Paul? That's not a bad shout. Yeah, I think we will go down buying into clubs and having them as a feeder club. The Geordie View, yeah, would love to say Neves. Hopefully he isn't too good on Sunday, though. Yeah, let's hope not. Yeah. Coffee says, Bruno Fernandes looks like Cahill Jadoubi, an Olympic athlete. Oh, I don't know. I've not heard of him, Coffee. But, yeah. Would you sign Jude Bellingham? Would I sign Jude Bellingham? Yes, I would.
Oh, or does he not mean the other Bellingham? I must be Jude.
Would you take Jude Bellingham?
Oh,
I know it's a daft question, Pete.
Oh, hell yes. Oh, yes, I would.
I mean, he's some player, and Jude Bellingham, but he's going to be in demand, isn't he, in the summer? That's the problem. So, I doubt we're going to get near Jude Bellingham, to be fair.
Oh, wait a minute. I think he means Job Bellingham from Birmingham.
Oh, is that his brother, is it?
Yes, that's his brother. Yeah, he's just Jodie's just put it in the chat.
All right, Joe Bellingham.
The youngest brother.
Ah, right, I see. I didn't realise, to be fair. So I do apologise, Jodie. I thought you meant Jude Bellingham, and maybe it was just like predictive text. But yeah, I'm just looking at these stats now. He's 17. He looks like Jude as well. He's only played 1 out of 14 games. But yeah, he doesn't look too bad. 83% passing is accurate per game. So yeah, that's not bad at all. Doesn't say what his preferred position is, but it's obviously midfield. But yeah, and he's out of contract in June 2024, so he's only got a year left. But because he's a youngster, you would have to pay like a compensation if he was out of contract.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it's somebody we'll look at. I don't know, but it's it's interesting, no?
Yeah, absolutely.
If he's half as good as his brother, then you've got a bowler on your hands. Defo Neves, he knows how to header a ball, says Lee. Absolutely, mate. Paul says we need players who will improve our starting 11. Absolutely, and we need to get a strong bench. Jody says, if Southampton got relegated, would you go for James Ward-Prowse?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
for his free kicks. Yeah.
Yep. You don't have to have Trippier then taking them all the time, do you?
No, because then you've got somebody else who can take the set pieces, yeah. So yeah, would. Depends how much you get them for. I mean, I know Southampton are making a fist of it staying up, but I think they'll go down, personally.
Yeah, so do I. They're going to go for me.
And I hope Everton join them. Scouse twats. Especially like T-Rex, after signing a new contract, he gets relegated.
He's already had it before relegation as well.
Yeah, he has. Geordie View says if we're in Europe, then Cher would get plenty of games, even if we're signing a new centre-back. Yeah, definitely would do, yeah. Yep, totally agree with that one. Ian says they were discussing Tierney and TTR before. Would you guys take him? Ian, I would take him. But my only concern about Kieran Tierney is it's his injury problems. That's the only thing that I've got a key worry about, Ian. I mean, I know you've just joined. You might have joined after I mentioned this guy. I mean, you may not know a lot about him, but his name's Bruno Sosa. He's a left back in for Stuttgart. His stats this season are pretty good, to be fair, for a left back as well. He's 25, and this season he's played 13 out of 16 games that he started anyway. Goals, and he's got 6 assists, and his crossing's 34% accurate every game. So, as much as I like Tierney, because I think he is a cracking left back, and you know a lot about him as well, Ian, because you follow Celtic like John does. You want somebody who's going to stay fit most of the season, so I would like to think that he would stay fit. I mean, yes, I would have Tierney, but it's just his injury record that lets him down on my part. I mean, what about you, Pete?
Yeah, that's the problem. I'll give him a chance, but I do worry about the injuries, definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. Max says, Toon. Absolutely, mate. Coffee says, Klopp was worried in case Robertson's injury from that fan. Yeah, I think he was fine when he got up. He was only 16, the pitch invader, says Ian. Just a kid, then. Yeah, Joe Bellingham, yeah, mate, the younger brother. Sefton says, I'm just having a nightcap prepared by Mrs. Sefton. I've never seen her so happy. Well, did you tell her about the stag do you're going on, Sefton? Have you sorted that out with her yet? Told her? Because I said to him, was because they won 7-0, and I says, well, I asked, says, last night might be your lucky night. Ian says, Ari, Tony and Pete, hope you're doing well, lads. Yeah, absolutely, mate. Hope you're well. Jody says, he also wouldn't need to be registered in the squad for a good few years on Joe Bellingham. Yeah, absolutely. That's a good point. Ian says, Job is meant to be absolute class. Yeah. Maybe it's somebody we'll visit, I don't know, but let's hope. Think until 2027, says Jody View. Not sure what that was for.
To Joe Bellingham?
Yeah, but according to them, it's 2024, so I don't know, unless it might be. Paul says, do you think Neymar's time at PSG is up? He's now out for the rest of the season. I think it could well be. Yes, he's a good player, but I don't want him at Newcastle. He costs too much money, and it's a luxury we don't really want. Would you take Neymar?
Not now, I wouldn't. He would be, God, how much his wages would be.
Yeah. Sefton says, who's going out in the summer? That's the question, people. Well, Sefton is a few could go out in the summer.
I think all the players who are with contract, so Dummett, Ritchie, Matty Longstaff, Gillespie. Who else is out of contract?
Kieran Clark.
Clark, yes.
And then Hendrick's got a year left.
Hopefully he's off.
Yeah.
Fraser.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Fraser's got to go in the summer, that's for sure.
Chris Wood will be permanent.
Yeah. Carl Darlow could go out in the summer.
Yep, I think Lascelles possibly wait as well.
Yeah, Lascelles, yeah, I think so as well.
Matty Longstaff, yeah, well, he's out of contract as well.
Could we see this lad go out on loan maybe next season? Elliot Anderson.
It wouldn't surprise me if he did. Because he's still going to be one for the future, isn't he?
Yeah, exactly. And I think maybe a stint in the Championship might do him the world of good. Or if he went and played for someone like a Crystal Palace or something like that. You know, lower end of the table team that gives them opportunities in the Premiership. So, yeah.
Yep.
That's maybe one to look at as well. See what the comments are saying.
Paul said, Jamal Lewis? I think he'll go as well.
Yeah, I think he will. Hi all, says Jules. Hi Jules, hope you're well. Richie and Fraser, first ones out, says Paul. Yeah, I think so, mate.
All of the people who are with contract will be the first ones out.
Yeah. Ian says 100% for Ward-Prowse, absolutely. Lee says need to reshuffle the team. Yeah,
Yep.
definitely. Devin Green, good evening to you, sir. He says, I wouldn't take a risk on Tierney. It's a no for me.
That's
Yeah.
fair enough.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I worry about his injury record, Devin. That's what I'm worried about. I mean, he's a good left back, but it's his injury record. And if Arsenal are looking to move him on, then there's a reason why they're moving him on. So that's what you got to think about as well. Why are Arsenal moving him on?
Because they've got Zinchenko, who's got his ahead of him.
Yeah. Evening, Tony and PD, says Neil. Good evening, Neil.
Hope you well.
Tanji says Tierney's injuries are worrying. Knee, groin, ankles, hip, a lot of different types of injuries too. Yeah, again, it's such a worry, isn't it? Ian says he's played over 20 games this season, not been injured all season, so might be worth a punt. Could be worth a punt. Could be done for strength and depth again, even if he didn't play every game. If it's 25 million, then I suppose it's good money, good value in it.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Pete, I'll ask you this one. Jodie's asking, Ruben Loftus-Cheek from Chelsea, would you take him?
Oh. Say, I would have had him in the January because he's not bad, but nah, I don't think I would now.
No, I wouldn't. Not for me. Jodie View says, Dummett, Richie, Clark, Matty and Gillespie to be released. Would give Karius a new 1-year deal.
So what up?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And make him number 2.
Go. Yeah, Dubravka, he can go as well.
Mm-hmm. Could see Richie going on the coaching staff, says Lee. Do you know what? I've said this for a while as well. I've said this. I could see Richie staying on as a coach, in all honesty. Paul says, Jamal Lewis, keep forgetting about him. Yeah, I think he's the forgotten man, isn't he? Geordie says, Ryan Sessegnon from Spurs.
Barely gets a game for them. That's the thing, though.
Doesn't, does he? At Fulham, he was the next big thing, but after he went to Spurs, it just didn't seem to go for him, did it?
That's the thing.
So I'm not sure on that one. Coffee says Manquillo to go. Yeah, I think so, yeah. Probably back to Spain.
Yeah, could well do. We've got Ashby in and we've still got Kraft as well.
Yeah. The Geordie View says Lewis, I think he needs to leave for his own career. The Cells will probably want a new challenge. Manquillo should go. Would hope Fraser goes, but depends on wages. Yeah, that's the thing. Who wants to pay his wages? Max says I'd have Walker Peters as well as Ward-Prowse. Walker Peters, Peter, I think he's a good player.
Yeah, I don't think he's that bad of a player as well. I think he's a really good player. Yeah.
Too good for Southampton, I think. But I think he's on the injury list again, isn't he?
Mm.
Paul says, yeah, Kraft will probably go, even though I think the end of last season when Trips was injured, he played great. Yeah, he did, absolutely. Lee says, let's go 4-4-2 with Maxi and Isak up front on Sunday. What do you think of that, Pete? Good idea, or?
I don't think he'll go 4-4-2, but Maxi and Isak should definitely play for me.
Yeah, definitely. I would say maybe if you don't put Willock in place of Joe Linton, maybe put Anthony Gordon in a free role. Like he did at West Ham.
Yep.
Question for us from Devon. He says, do you guys think Wilson's time could be numbered if he doesn't improve, guys? I hope he does, but I can't see it.
Could well be. And
Yeah.
I think he's only got, if we keep him on for next season, I think he's into his final year as well.
Yeah, I can't see much. I've always said if we bring any more strikers in the summer, Wilson will be a bench player next season.
Yeah.
Jody says, if we had a keeper clear out in the summer, got rid of the likes of Darlow, Gillespie and Dubravka, would you go for a younger keeper like Gavin Bazunu from Southampton? He hasn't really cut it for me, Bazunu. He doesn't fill me with confidence. Although I was saying last season, let's get him in, because he did play well for Portsmouth, but now I've seen him in the Premier League against Southampton. He doesn't look great, to be fair. What do you rate? Do you rate him, Pete?
Not really. I would prefer having Karius as number 2.
Yeah. Jody View says, Darlow, another one who can go. Played well for Hull on Friday. Obviously, Hayden and Hendrick as well. Hendrick was only a year left on his contract.
Yeah, I think those two could go for me as well when they come back from loan. Hayden's been here a while. Hendrick just didn't cut it. Just never worked, did it? So
no. Hayden's injured at the moment still for Norwich. He's been injured for quite a long while. He hasn't played a lot for them. Lee says, send Freeze at the gate set. Paul says, I think we should go for Ollie Watkins, perfect replacement for Wilson.
I'm not sure about Watkins.
No, I'm not either. I'm not really sold on him, to be fair. Jody says, Gateshead's too good for Fraser. Send him to Dunster Nuts. Oh, nice one, Jody. Max says, I'd play Botman at the back and Isak in attack. Yeah. Devin says, I'd definitely say, yeah, definitely. I thought you did all right at Wembley, even though the media were waiting for him to fail. The Geordie View says, would be hard to find another backup keeper, maybe promote one of the under-21 players, especially if they don't need to be registered. Don't see Langley being good enough after his spell at Gateshead. Yeah, he's not had the best of times, has he, Dan Langley? So, yeah.
No, it didn't work. It's not worked out. Aye.
We need to find another Krull. Jody says, I'd be happy with Pope and Karius as our keepers. What about third choice? Who would you go for? Third choice?
It's a tough one.
Yeah. Lee says, Dalton have good goalkeepers. Yeah. And Ian says, Brentford are 3-1 up now, Pete.
Well. Brentford
That's better for us.
Yep.
Alan says, evening, guys. Let's hope for an upturn result. Start on Sunday. Isak to start. Do you know what, Alan? He has to start.
He has to.
Wilson is...
He's off.
What do you reckon,
Eddie needs to clamp down on players who aren't performing now. Yeah, this is if you don't perform, you get dunked to the substitutes bench. He's done well to chuck Isak out the first team now for not showing any commitment, but now he's going to have to play it even harder and say, right, if you're not performing, you get dropped. Simple as that.
Yeah, there's no room for sentiment now, Peter. Is there?
No, there certainly isn't.
But yeah, I would certainly start Isak. We've got to start being ruthless and freshen things up. Maybe Almiron comes out the team and put Murphy in his place.
Could do. Or I've gone on the right.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, lots of options there for Eddie Howe. Jody says, sack Stefan from City. He's on loan at Middlesbrough. He's not having a bad season for the Borough.
No.
Yeah, I mean, as a backup keeper, not bad at all, yeah. But then if Borough come up, they might have a deal in place that they'll sign him. I don't know. Devin says, Wilson definitely needs to be dropped for Isak 100%. Yeah, I totally agree with you, Devin. He does, absolutely. I mean, we'll look at strikers for the summer. And, I mean, you know, this guy's name's always cropping up. And the one I'm on about is this one, Marcus Thuram.
Yeah.
Free transfer in the summer. To me, it's a no-brainer. It's a low-risk signing. I would take him at a drop of a hat, Pete, would you?
Oh yeah, definitely I would as well.
And Mönchengladbach have said he is leaving in the summer on a free, so they've
Well,
definitely confirmed that he is leaving. So yeah, I would take him. That's to me, that is definitely a no-brainer to take him. I mean, it's funny, we've been linked to this player all of a sudden, along with Tottenham and Chelsea. Personally, I can't see this player leaving at the moment, but it's this man. And this young man, 18-year-old Evan Ferguson of Brighton and Hove Albion.
oh,
What a season he's having, isn't he?
he's brilliant.
Dan Ashworth signing as well from Bohemians when he was 16.
Yep.
Personally, I don't think he'll leave this summer from Brighton. I think he'll stay and he'll prove himself. That's what he's got to do, hasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
I can't see him leaving anyway.
Not yet, I can't as well.
No. Let's see what people are saying in the chat about the Geordie View says maybe Gordon or Almiron in midfield with Joe Linton suspended.
Miggy needs a rest. He looks out of gas for me.
He does, doesn't he? He's run out of ideas by the looks of things. Max says, I would love it if we get a win on Sunday. Love it. Yeah, absolutely. Ian says, what do you think about some fans saying they want Howe out? Right. First of all,
who do you want Steve Bruce back?
I mean, you know, this is crazy talk, isn't it? I mean, absolutely crazy to, you know, things like this to be coming out. I mean, this man has done a hell of a lot for Newcastle United. He come into the club when the club couldn't buy a win, and he took over from Steve Bruce, and he had a hell of a job on his hands, and he didn't just keep us up. He kept us up by a massive margin. We ended up finishing 11th in the Premiership last year. This season, we've done remarkable. We've been to a cup final. We didn't get very far in the FA Cup, went out the third round stage, and we're currently sitting 6th in the Premier League. Now, even if we do finish in a European place, wherever we finish in Europe, at the end of the day, this guy has done a hell of a job for Newcastle United. And any fans who want him out, I'm sorry to say this, one, they can't be true Newcastle fans, because every true Newcastle fan would not want Eddie Howe out. Two, there might be bloody Mackems for all we know, and they're probably on accounts and just winding people up for the sake of it, because that's what they like doing, because they've got nothing better else to do, because our team's just languishing in the Championship after getting, after the Gale Force the Gale Force wins on Saturday.
Yep.
So, Eddie Howe for me, I'm sorry. He's a great manager and we've got to keep him and give him the chance. I just think any fan who wants Eddie Howe out, I'm sorry, is deluded, and they really need to have a reality check. I think it might be hitting some people at where we are. They might be setting their expectations too high. Don't set them too high. Just look, enjoy the journey, and wherever we finish, as simple as that at the end of the season. Do you agree, Pete?
Absolutely, yes.
Fans saying that already, it says Paul, absolutely. Talk to Ian. Devin says, I'd love Marcus Thuram, still young as well. Yeah, 25. Jody says, if we fail to beat Wolves on Sunday, I can see a section of our fan base saying Eddie Howe's not good enough, even though we all know he is. Yeah, that's the problem, isn't it? Yeah. Let's see what happens on Sunday. Mason says, watch Farker. Let's Thuram go and sign Pookie as his replacement. That would be funny, Mason, wouldn't it?
He must be a canny age now, Pookie.
32. Marcus Thuram would be an excellent sign on a free from Germany, Absolutely, Jody. I mean, who was the last player we signed on a free from Germany? Peter
I love
Lovenkrands.
yes.
And he was a cracking player as well.
Mm-hmm.
He's on the back of one of my shirts. Yeah, you know the long sleeve Adidas shirt. He's on the back of that, number 11,
Oh.
Lovenkrands. Devin says Maxi's good friends with Thuram. I've heard. Yeah, because they played together, didn't they?
Yep.
Alan says, you know what's going to be like come the summer, transfer linked with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Alan, we're probably going to be linked with about 5,000 players over the summer, mate. But you know what? It's great. It's great just to be linked with these players. That's the thing. It's great, isn't it? And it's just nice to have this in talk. And I mean, it was like a friend of mine said, you watch the World Cup and you're looking at these players and saying, oh, he'd do good for the town. He'd be great at the tune. He'd be great at the tune. And you're thinking, you know, you're just getting carried away with yourself, but you're thinking, no, but that's how it is now because we can sign these better players.
You can.
We're not thinking who's going to come in on loan on the last day of the window.
Mm.
We couldn't even get Hamza Chowdhury over the line for 5 million. Man U's interested in Vlahovic. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Devin says Eddie's going nowhere. Absolutely. Jody says just trolls, I guess. Remember, this is all when we lost games under Rafa as well. Yeah, I totally agree. It's probably just, like you say, it's trolls. You get them everywhere, unfortunately. There's always some idiots out there. You know, you get people trolling on these socials as well, on podcasts, and I just don't know why they bother doing it, you know. Obviously, they've just got nothing else better to do than troll people. And it's sad. Eddie Howe is the best manager we've had in years. He's better than Rafa, says Jody. Well, we're playing more attacking football than we did under Rafa, that's for sure. Sefton says, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for the upcoming shows, and you can find PD Proud Look on YouTube.
Thank you very much, Sefton.
Lee says, Howe's been fantastic. What a turnaround. We have King Eddie. Absolutely. Paul says, Jonathan David will be a perfect signing for us and fits exactly what we're looking for. Again, he's not a bad player.
From Lille. Is that from Lille?
Yeah.
Canadian striker.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, yes, I remember Ryan used to go on about him a lot.
I mean, last season, he scored 13 in the first part of the season. Second part of the season, he struggled with 3 goals. But again, yeah, it's not a bad shout. Ian says, did the Beckhams get beat on Saturday League?
They certainly did.
Yes, they did, mate. 5-2. 5-1. They love a 5-1 score line there. Mag says, Howe's a great manager and he has his own teeth, unlike some.
Oh, I wonder if Klopp did
Brilliant.
something to those Man United away shits.
Yeah. Strange, that wasn't it? Oh my God. I've got to be false teeth, haven't I, for Klopp, surely, Pete?
It's just how big they are.
Yeah. Why do we get linked with Man U? Rejects like Maguire and McTominay. Well, we don't want either, so we don't want them. Tanchi says, a lot of us know how to get something trending on social media. We just talk about it. These people calling for Howe out are imposters from other clubs trying to get something to trend. Ignore. Absolutely, Tanji. I don't even get into a debate with them on there. I just let it go. Because if you get into a debate with them, that's what they want, and they'll carry it on. Lee says, get a win on Sunday. It will get us on a winning roll. I think it would do. I think if we got there and beat Wolves 2-0, I think we'll end up going on a roll. Because we might just find that score and touch again. But who knows? We could go out there and ramp them 4-0.
I think they're going to be without Costa, who picked up what looks like a serious injury as well.
What, a striker?
Yep.
Yeah. Jody says, every man his dog will be linked to us come the summer. Absolutely. Kyle says, all right, lads. Yeah, you all right, Kyle? Cheers, mate. Devin says, if we finish top 6 or 7 guys, that for me would be an excellent achievement. Things can only get better in the next few years. Definitely tune. Devin, before this ball was kicked, I did say we will finish 7th, we'd win the Carabao Cup, and we'd get to the semi-finals of the FA Cup. Fortunately, we didn't win the Carabao Cup. We didn't get anywhere near the semi-finals of the FA Cup, but we still could finish 7th. And do you know what? I wouldn't be disappointed because I would see that as progress.
Yes, absolutely.
Sefton says, I bring on a speculation for the summer transfer window. Can't wait. Absolutely. 16 goals a season for Thuram. Nico Williams from Bilbao. Yeah, he's not a bad player, is he, Nico Williams?
Mm.
Not the one from Forest, Pete, the one from Bilbao.
Yes. Not a bad player as well.
Yeah, Paul says I haven't, but you can see him at Barca. Jody says Jurgen Klopp lost it on the pitch invader. He didn't want the pitch to be damaged as he's going to eat the grass for his dinner with these great big gnashers. Is that what you were laughing at, Pete, that one?
Yeah, I was.
Klopp's teeth, he got them from Shergar, says Lee.
Yes, I know who Shergar is.
Yeah. Jody says this season's a free hit. Whatever happens, set the tone going into the future. Absolutely, mate. Paul says, David was on 16 goals. Yeah, sorry, mate. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. I mean, guys, if you like what you say, then please smash the likes. It helps the channel up the search results. Also, if you're brand new to the channel, then please get down there and smash that subscribe. Free to do so, helps the channel grow. And the bell notification tells you when I'm live, have a pre-record or any upcoming shows. There's another player, Pete, I want to go into. And this guy keeps getting linked with us. Moussa Diaby. Do you think this is a must in the summer, Pete?
I think we could do with another winger, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
How much would he be available, do you think?
Oh, 50 to 60 million. Maybe a bit higher.
Although he didn't go to the World Cup, Pete, did he?
He didn't.
So it might not be as much this time around. But again, I mean, we'll look into his stats when it comes up. There we go. Moussa Diaby. So this season, 22 games all started, 8 goals, 4 assists. And his accurate passing per game is 81%. 23-year-old. And he's got a contract till 2025. For me, I say yes straight away.
Yes, I would, definitely.
Now, there is one name that keeps getting linked to us at the minute. And I know John keeps saying, no chance. Now, John, if you're watching this, or if you watch us on repeat, John, let me just say to you, stop saying no, John, because remember, last year, saying no cost you £100 because you said there was no way Botman's come to Newcastle, he was going to AC Milan, and that cost you £100 at the food bank. So, if you watch it, John, don't say no, because you know this could happen. So, this player has been linked to us quite a bit lately, and again, if the price is right and we can get him, then without a shadow of a doubt, I would definitely take this player on. And let's bring him up. There we are. It's Kvaratskhelia from Napoli, the Georgian midfielder. Pete, your thoughts?
He's a good player, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's just, wow.
I mean,
yes.
I would take him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Kvaratskhelia, that's his first name, is Vicha Kvaratskhelia. I mean, he's, what a player.
Cracking player.
I mean, without a doubt, I would take him, Pete, without a shadow of a doubt.
Oh, yes.
I'm just going to pull up his stats. We'll have a look. There we go. So, yeah, 22-year-old Georgian, 5'11". His position's a forward. Now, his player value is 62 million euros, but he plays on the left wing. Positioning, high pressing, playmaking are his strengths, and he's got no weaknesses. He started 20 out of 21 games. He's been in Team of the Week 6 times. He's got 10 goals and 9 assists. His accurate passing is only 81% per game and 26% on accurate crosses. I mean, Napoli got a bargain here when they signed him from Dynamo Batumi for £10 million in 2022.
Mm-hmm.
Well, 10 million euros, so it's probably about 8 million quid. I mean, Jesus, I would just have him. I would really have him. I mean,
Yes.
guys in the chat, what do you think? Would you have him?
Oh,
I'll pay 50 million all day for this guy if that's the case.
yep.
But will Napoli sell? That's the thing.
Mm.
I see, I know John would say no to that, but nah. Sorry, John.
Do it again, John.
Don't. Devin says, I'd love Dusan Vlahovic for me personally. Yeah, he's not a bad player. And the thing is, Juventus, where they are at the minute, because of all the irregularities, I think there'll be a few players going out of that club in the summer.
Yep.
Jody View says, wasn't expecting Europe, but would be disappointed if we didn't get it after the first half of the season. Still got 14 games to go and confident for a win on Sunday. Yeah, and we've got 2 games in hand over Spuds as well. Gary says, regardless where we finish, just be thankful. We kind of get dragged in a relegation dogfight, lads. Yeah, very true, Gary. Very true, mate. Your words totally and utterly gone. Finished 3-2, Brentford, says Jody View. Sounds like a good game. Paul says, player isolate when he first came on the scene we were linked with, but not seen him play for a while, is Carlos Perez. Who's he play for, Paul? Let's have a look. Let's see if I can find him on here. And I might bring it, let's have a look. I was like the guy from Celta Vigo, 25-year-old. I know who you mean now. Yeah, the forward, where he can play right wing. He started 13 out of 23 games, but he's got no goals and 3 assists.
Mm-hmm.
For me, looking at them stats, not for me. You, Pete?
Doesn't sound impressive, does it?
No, not at all, no.
Sounds a bit like a Lucas Perez when he was at Arsenal.
Yeah. Tanji says, we can play with freedom till the end of the season. We have hope of European footy. Hope is something we didn't have before the takeover. Definitely, Tanji. And not only that, remember, all these other teams are playing in Europe. Apart from Liverpool, won't be playing in Europe much longer because there's no way they're going to go to Madrid and win 4-0 and get through the next round of the Champions League. So, but the rest of them, they'll be playing twice a week. Devin said, I don't know this guy, but definitely take him, Tony. Talking about Kvaratskhelia. Yeah, he's a hell of a player. Give him a watch on YouTube, mate. He's brilliant. Mason says, John would have him at Man United, never mind Newcastle. Yeah, you probably would, wouldn't he? I mean, it's on Twitter tonight there. He's Man United. It's got Manchester United family, and they've put John in there as well. And I'm like, oh my God. They've tagged him in the tweet.
Oh, good.
Joe Linton, good evening to you, sir. He says, Brentford and Fulham and Brighton to finish above us, he reckons.
Season's not finished yet.
No, exactly. He says, expectations change for the season. We can't bottle getting Europe, though.
We'll go and get back to winning ways some.
Yeah, of course we've got to. Sefton, please don't use caps.
Well, Joe Linton does, but we don't mind.
He always does, Sefton, so we don't mind. Lee says, few players be going from Chelsea in the summer. There will be if they don't get Europe.
Oh, hi, absolutely.
Now, have you seen the latest that's come out from Chelsea now? They said Graham Potter is there for the long-term plan. They said they have a lot of sympathy for him because he's had to join in during the season. And they said even if they change manager now, no manager would come in mid-season. So they said let Potter have his pre-season, and they said it'll make his job a lot easier for him next season.
But I said maybe he's working with miracles, but he's bought all these players. The one he just beat Leeds 1-0, you should him looking to be stick more than one just past Leeds United. I'm sorry, like.
But are they his players or are they Todd Bowley's?
That's what you wonder as well.
Paul says, has our form stopped since the club stopped taking the team photos in the changing rooms? I wouldn't have thought so, no.
Down to that. A lot of people are saying the World Cup has played a part why we've not done second half, which I wouldn't agree with, but the World Cup shouldn't have clashed with the season at all.
No, that was stupid having a World Cup in the middle of a season, and hope that never happens again. Devin says, we're not playing bad football, our finishing is not going to be like that for the rest of the season. I still have a high hope of a solid finish. Oh, yeah. Absolutely, Devin. I mean, the good thing is, what you got to remember is we're creating the chances. So we're creating the chances, so that's what you got to think about. And as long as we're creating chances, we've always got a chance to score. It's just learning how to put it in the back of that onion bag and scoring. Once we start doing that, I think we will go on a run, and I think we could do what we did to likes of Brentford and Fulham, smash 4 and 5 past teams.
Well done. Once
we get that scoring habit back.
Yep.
But we just got to get a nice, comfortable win, and hopefully that starts on Sunday.
Yep.
Fans of a lot of clubs are delighted with the Liverpool win, the York Coffee. It's because it's Man United, isn't it? And,
there you are. But being on that gun run to get absolutely trounced 7-0 of Liverpool, who are not having the best of seasons as well.
Yeah, exactly. Right, what makes you laugh is, right, against Liverpool, from 10 men Newcastle, we were the better team. Against Man United in that cup final, we were the better team, we just couldn't score. Same against Liverpool, we couldn't score. You see two teams playing yesterday, and Liverpool looked like world beaters compared to when they played us. Or is that just because Man U were so poor at the back?
Not to mention Ten Hag's been getting a nickname of 007.
Yeah. No assists, no goals. 7 goals conceded.
Yep.
And they've gone new shirt sponsor now, 7-Up. But, yeah. But when you watch them play Man U and you see Martinez running around, he looks like some little kid from kindergarten.
Oh, he got outspun by one of the goals, didn't he?
He's tiny, isn't he? Jules says, we will take the photos when we win, so not had to take any for a while. Till Sunday, anyhow. Yeah, absolutely, Jules. Hopefully we'll get back to winning ways on Sunday. Tanji says, we only take photos and victories. We aren't winning or scoring. I'm hoping we get back to scoring goals again soon. Yeah, I'm sure we will do, Tanji. Coffee says, the hosts of the Women's World Cup have said to FIFA to reject the Visit Saudi deal. Oh, okay. Never heard that one, but if that's the case, then a bit surprised by that one. Lee says, need to practice on corners and free kicks. Yeah, we do, definitely. Because Trippier's delivery's been shocking of late. I hope Man U's reels come off after that humping, says Devin.
It could well do, you just never know.
It was a humping as well. Joe Linton says, hope Target takes corners. Yeah, if he comes on, he can take corners.
He can.
Paul says, FIFA came out and said they might be removing the Saudi sponsorship. Strange one. I'll probably want to replace it with Qatar. Don't use caps or something.
It's Joe
Alan, yeah,
You can allow for
Alan's
the caps with it being Joe Linton.
exactly. Alan says, remember who the defeats have been against City, Liverpool, and 10 men, and then Man United on a good run until season. Got to be optimistic. Yeah. And what's to say we don't beat Man United when they come here in April? So,
You never know. We could just get revenge on them.
and then when we've got an international break coming up soon, so that'll give us a good time to have a rest as well. Tanchi says, yeah, but Man U have been found out. They only win games by being ruthless. They don't dominate games and sit back and hit on the break. Also, easy cup running offside goals against City. Yeah, I totally agree. Absolutely. Jules saying to Sefner, I remember Baz saying Joe Linton okay to use caps on an exception for personal reasons. Paul says the lasses have been twisting about visit Saudi. Coffee says lots of fans have said Man U are back, and this is the Man U we love after their defeat.
The ones that said we've won it all. Well, they're not going to win games getting trounced 7-0.
Not at all. Tanji says on April 2nd, it's revenge day for us against Man United. We score first day, will collapse like yesterday at Liverpool. Do you know what? I hope that happens. Man U at home for me is a grudge match time, says Devin. Yeah, definitely. I mean, you know, I know John has a lot of Man United mates, and he gets a bit uncomfortable when you slate Man United. But at the end of the day, I think John's got to realise is how much hatred we have got for Man United. That's the thing. We hate Man United as much as we hate the Mackhams. And, you know, and it's a bit like Eddie Howe, but John's got to put a bit of sentiment aside to realise that, first of all, he's a Newcastle fan, and secondly, how much Man United's hated. You know, yeah, they have got some nice fans out there, but at the end of the day, my team's Newcastle United, and you know we've always had this hatred towards them, especially since the 90s, and that will never fade.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you probably hate Man United like you hate the Mackhams, Pete.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, they're too big for their boots half the time.
Yeah,
most
absolutely.
Of the time. Well, there's some good Man United fans I've met.
There is.
But you get the idiots definitely as well.
It's a minority, Pete. Coffee says, no Ronaldo and Maguire the scapegoat, so they've turned to Fernandes now. Yeah. Tanji says, until they get the free kick in the cup final, they weren't in the game. Yeah, they weren't, were they? Eddie Howe's Black and White Army. Revenge after the Community Shield defeat against Man U in 96 was the next 5-0 win. I'll be a chip. I'll take that again this season. Do you know what? That'd be brilliant, wouldn't it, Pete?
Oh, it would be, wouldn't it?
I mean, if we got if we got that, if we got that again and won 5-0, God, that would be absolutely fantastic, wouldn't it?
Oh, it would be.
But yeah, I would love that. I would love that. I'm gonna put something on screen in a minute, guys. For you, and this will be you'll enjoy this one. Right, let's put up.
You think you've just sent it to our group chat, Tony?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm going to put it on screen. It's good, isn't it, Pete? Are you ready for this, guys? I think you're going to like this one. There you go. There's Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes.
Oh, Jesus.
Like that one, Pete.
I do. Oh, wow.
But yeah, whatever. I mean, it's hilarious, isn't it?
There you go. Oh.
Tanji says we've got to just start scoring goals. Absolutely. Coffee says, man, you have some genuine nice fans, and there are some glory hunters. Yeah, absolutely. Devon says, absolutely, Mackhams and Manx, both the effing same, definitely. Yeah. Eddie House, Black White Army says, I'm sure Mr. Sinclair is a closet Man U fan. He'll be waving his Norwich style scarf around as we speak, shouting United at the top of his voice. Oh, he gets some stick, does John, doesn't he?
Oh, he does, doesn't he?
But he doesn't help himself, though, Pete, does he?
Exactly.
Tanchi says, look at all the games we scored in. We win or draw, apart from the robbery at Anfield. Absolutely. Joe Linton says, Lascelles to score the winning header, then headbutt Ten Hag, please. That would be absolutely brilliant.
Oh.
Lee says, I've been sending the Magnificent Seven song to some of the lads I know who support Man United.
Oh, God.
Tangi's laughing. Some Man U fans fought amongst themselves too. Macy had some personal attacks yesterday that were out of order and not football related. Yes, let me just go to that one. I mean, Macy, she's a lovely girl. She was on here last week, made her debut on my channel. Somebody called her out over her weight. Absolutely disgusting. You know, you're not fans, you're not people. And this is how attacks like this on people, you know, this is why people pull out of social media. It's just absolutely disgusting. There's no need for it. And I just don't know what your agenda is against her or what she's done to you. But to come out and personally attack her like that is absolutely disgusting. And I hope Macy's reported you for it as well. But there again, I've reported stuff to Twitter and nothing gets done about it. I reported racism on there and I got told it doesn't go. But then because I said something about I said, we don't like the Mackhams because we call them scum, I got told to remove my comment by Twitter. But yet, they let racism go on, but you can't call your local rivals scum. So, it's just absolutely ridiculous. They really need to sort the house out there. Lisa's class photos about Bruno. Sefton liked that one. Ian liked that one. Classy said. Eddie says, happiness. Bruno Fernandes has bigger teeth than Klopp. Devon says, do you think Klopp's teeth played a part in scoring the horrible Manx, hence why they got demolished? I like coffee. Look up Cahill, Jadobi, the Fernandez lookalike. I'll tell you what, I'm going to have a look for him now. Then.
Oh, God.
How are you spelling it? Khalil. Okay, Khalil. Let's have a look and see if I can find them. Coffee.
I would have a look as well.
Khalil Jandubi. Oh, Taekwondo. Yes, I can see the resemblance. Right, let's open this up in a new tab.
He does look like him.
Right, guys, here we go. This is Khalil Jandubi. Bruno Fernandes look-alike.
He looks like him. You can see the resemblance.
There is, isn't there? Oh my god.
Oh,
Oh god, that's brilliant. Tanji says, I want us to put 10 past 10 Hag.
oh. Ten Hag.
10 Eddie Howe's Black Mate. I mean, what Newcastle United supporter versus bloody Man U as United. He deserves wine enough for that. Yeah, he does. He always keeps saying United, and it's like, John, come on, there's only one United. It's not bloody Man United. Mason says, oh, Lascelles goes and celebrates in front of John, and he sits and does the Rashford celebration in front of him.
Oh.
Eddie says the Man U supporters did the same last week at their Wembley Cup win, screaming in the faces of Toulon fans. It's totally wrong. Absolutely disgraceful. Billy says Fernand Dodd went over yesterday after a vicious clash with his tickling stick. Hope somebody stuck it up his arse.
Oh.
Ian says that's disgusting. They should be ashamed. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely over Macy. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely, mate. I just realised what you were on about there. Sorry. Facebook and Twitter, the community standards, totally wrong. They are, Jody. Absolutely. Totally. 2-0 Sunday, says Mag Debate. Let's hope so, mate. Yeah. Joe Linton says Fernandez is something that rhymes with Hunt, but by that starts with AC. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Everybody's saying hi to Billy. Gary says, please don't shoot me, but between Millwall and Sunderland, which one would you rather have in the Premier League? I would have Sunderland in the Premier League just so we could smash them.
Yeah, and it's a derby as well, which
Yeah.
you like as well. Millwall fans are just animals,
Don't want them.
thugs, who thinks it's okay to attack people, not just with their hands, but with other things like blades, things like
And they like
that.
to rip seats out.
Yeah, just no. Can't stand that fan base.
No.
How they're allowed to 10
Well,
games at times, I don't know.
Joe says, all right, guys. Yeah, Joe, hope you're well. Paul says, do you follow the Black and White banter page? The video he done about Bruno's Northeast Award was good. I think I might do. I'll have to have a check. I've seen Bruno's award.
Yeah,
But, yeah. Billy. Says Joe Linton. Jody says, Eric Ten Hag reckons the shine off Klopp's newly polished teeth contributed to his side losing 7-0. Paul says that's his twin.
It does, doesn't it?
He does as well. Tony, spot on class. Tanji says Theodore Bagwell, aka T-Bag from Prison Break, looks like Bruno Fernandes. Check him out.
Oh, you having a look to him?
Let's have a look at this one. T-Bag from Prison Break.
I'm having a look as well.
There's a bit.
Theodore.
T-Bag from Prison Break, and that'll be easier, Pete. There we go. There's T-Bag from Prison Break. There's a bit of a resemblance there, isn't there?
It does. It does a bit.
Just don't drop the soap. Oh, God. Devin says, I can't stand Bruno Fernandes, and he's diving and bitching at the ref every game. He's like, he's horrendous for it, isn't he? He was doing it a lot yesterday.
Oh.
Thing is, so how did Luke Shaw not get sent off as well for kicking out? I can't believe that either. Coffee says, we talk about Klopp's teeth and Fernando's teeth, but how can we forget Firmino's? Billy says, I got banned for 24 hours for Twitter. I kid you not. Blasphemy. All I did was quote Line of Duty Lane, Jesus, Mary, and the wee donkey lane. That's just unbelievable, Billy, isn't it? It's just ridiculous the way Twitter go on. That's why I don't like Twitter, Billy, says Ian. Sefton says, crazy that, Billy. Paul says, you get banned off Twitter for saying shit, but yet you allow some lass having a good play for followers. Yeah, that's the thing. There's a lot of filth on there. A lot of cat flaps. Yeah, exactly. It's ridiculous. Jody says, Millwall claim to be a family club these days.
Oh.
God. Lee says, Macy, she's a good lass and had a good laugh on your show, Tony. Yeah, she is. She's a lovely girl, Macy, yeah. Coffee says, I saw a video on Twitter. Someone made a Bruno Fernandes on a 7-Up can singing on Break My Heart. It was brilliant.
I think I might have did seen it.
Oh, I'll have to have a look. Mason says, imagine Millwall Everton next season in the Championship with both sets of fans.
Oh.
Be carnage, especially Everton's brand new stadium in the Championship. Joe Linton says, Vieira, Arsenal looks like Teabag from Prison Break. Yes, there's a resemblance there, isn't he?
Oh, who'd you call it? Oh, Vieira. Current Vieira.
Pablo Vieira.
That's it, yep.
Sefton, aye, not the nice den, but been there many of times. Yeah. Tanji says, if you watch Prison Break, he's a rat in that show. It's probably where Fernandes gets it from. Millwall, a family club, Mayors. Them in the Premier League with both West Ham and Leeds.
Oh.
Billy says, who's got the biggest teeth, Fernandes or Huntelaar? Oh, it's got to be Fernandes, hasn't it? Peter Pettigrew from Harry Potter was a rat too, says I like coffee. Tanji says Huntelaar. Actually, yeah, Christian Huntelaar. Yeah, I think he did, didn't he? Yeah. Don't do Twitter, call it Twitter, says Lee. Devon says, that's why we need guys. We need an ugly world-class player with huge teeth that will solve our goal-scoring issues. Wonder how Dickie Masters explained the image if Millwall would bring to the Premier League. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Billy says they were huge. Tangy had a smell like Stonehenge. I can't wait for Tony's next secret location show. Well, that'll be at the weekend coffee, so yeah, stay tuned for that one. And Ronaldinho has some chompers on him too, says Tanji. Yeah, he does, doesn't he? Yeah, Ronaldinho does. Right, guys, we're coming to the end of the show now. We've been going an hour and a half, and oh, hang on. Eddie says one of those weeks Bruno Fernandes will be offside because of his teeth. Ronaldinho had huge gnasher, says Devin. And Paul says, see Ronaldinho's son sign for Barca would be good to watch if he plays like his dad. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, totally.
Would you like to let everybody know where they can find you, Pete?
Yep, so my channel is PD Proudlock. So feel free to check me out and subscribe. I think I might be back tomorrow with the Premier League review show. So feel free to check out, subscribe to my channel, PD Proudlock. Follow me on my Facebook page, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at PD Proudlock as well.
Oh, lovely. Thank you very much, Pete, for coming on tonight.
No problem, Tony.
Eddie says, excellent stream, my guys. Thank you very much, mate. Much appreciated. Coffee says, Suarez, the only player who made actually use of his teeth. Yes, when he sank them into Chiellini, didn't he?
Oh yes, and was it Ivanovic as well?
Yes. Ian says, great stream, guys. Thank you very much, Ian. Devon says, love you guys, Tony and Peter. Proud luck. How are the lads? Thank you, Devon. How are the lads to you? Gary says, nothing wrong with Millwall Football Club, just the nutcase fans. I follow them, lads. Yeah, Gary, back in the 80s, as I've said before, I remember them when he used to come to Newcastle, all the people used to go home shopping about 12 o'clock, and that they brought all the windows up because when Millwall and Chelsea came, they used to smash the town up. They were horrendous fans, the two of them. Great stream, like, says Joe Litton. Thank you very much, mate. Jody says, great stream, Tony and Pete. Please hit the likes and subscribe to the channel if you like what you see tonight. Thank you. Cheers, Jody. Thank you very much indeed, mate. Coffee says, he sank them into 3 players, I think.
Yes, he did, actually.
Yes. Yeah, there was another one, wasn't there? Lee says, great show tonight, Tony and Pete. Thank you very much. And we also remember in the World Cup when he made that save on the line and got sent off. Instead of going down the tunnel, he stayed on the sidelines to celebrate when they missed the penalty corner. Bye, Tony PD and also coffee. Bye-bye to you. Sefton says, auf Wiedersehen. All great show with brilliant comments. Thank you very much, Sefton. Ian saying, take care to Sefton. Devon saying, good night, everyone. And Tanji says, good night, everyone. Take care. Good night to you as well, Tanji. And everybody speaking to Billy, saying take care to Billy. So for me, guys, you can find me on Twitter at TonyTooney31. So if you follow me there, I'll follow you back if you haven't already followed me. And also find me on Twitch as well at TonyTooney31. So I'm also on there. But you're on my channel, which is the most important part about it. So if you like what you see, then please smash those likes. It really does help the channel with the search results. And if you're brand new to the channel, make sure you get down there, hit that subscribe button. Free to do so, helps the channel grow, and the bell notification tells you when I'm live, have a pre-record or when the upcoming shows. I'm still undecided what I'm doing tomorrow night. I may go to Ipswich tomorrow night for the game, so I might go down there, and if I do, I'll do a vlog from there and have a look at what their stadium's like inside, because just get a taste of what their stadium has to offer. So I might go down there. Still only 23 quid for a ticket, so not too bad for their home game at Accrington Stanley. Billy says, Fernandez is good bet for the Grand National this year, but you'll fall in the paddock. Lee says, Millwall called and Adalo on the way to Newcastle, they got a shock. Coffee says, let's get Tony 600 subs before April. That would be fantastic, Coffee. Thank you very much indeed. Jody says, Accrington Stanley, who are they? Exactly, who are they? But guys, yeah, thank you very much again. I mean, thank you to Pete as well coming on. And yeah, it's been a great show. And but if I'm not down there, I'll have some sort of show tomorrow. If not, I'll definitely be back Wednesday. But till then, guys, stay safe. Enjoy the rest of the evening, whatever you're doing. So I'll have to go off to bed soon because I've got to get up for work in the morning. And how are the lads? Keep the faith, up the tune. How are the lads? See you later, guys. Bye-bye for now.